It is Sunday. We had a warm day here in Indiana. Tomorrow it probably be 18 degrees. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 18 degrees tomorrow. But I just wanted to hop on here really quick just to talk about Nature Boy getting found guilty on all charges, including rape, false imprisonment, and a bunch of other charges in DeKalb County. And his shocked face when as they were reading the verdict to all of these counts that he had on him. And I just want to say thank you to everybody that's ever watched our channel. Thank you guys so much for supporting us when we were going up against the grain where nobody was really talking about what was actually going on with these people and these cults that they had, these conscious cults that they had all these people in. And it's good to see somewhat of justice being served. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people always like to say shit like, well, why do you always talking about black people? Why we always talking about black people? It's like we have to protect our own neighborhood. Ain't nobody gonna take care of us but us. Even in the Bible it say no man will save you. So if shit like this is happening in our community, it ain't nothing else to talk about. I don't care what's going on in Iran. I don't care what's going on in with these white people. You know what I'm saying? And the things that they have going on in their lives and what they doing with they sex trafficking and all the weird shit. I care about what they doing to us. And a lot of our people are doing strange shit to us and they need to be sitting down some damn where. If anybody need to be set down, it need to be those people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel no kind of way. And I'm just glad that we had y'all support like from the very beginning. Everybody was like really taking heed to the things that I was saying about these damn conscious cults and what they were doing to our women, just mentally, physically destroying them. You know what I'm saying? At those times and stuff. It was horrible. And to sit there and watch all that go on for years and years and years, and then he had the nerve to sit in the courtroom and act like he's shocked as they're reading the verdict, like false imprisonment. He started acting like R. Kelly. I don't know how to hog tie people. Yes, you did. You did everything under the sun. You gave a lot of people diseases allegedly. He was doing the most. You know what I'm saying? That was like the final chapter of everything that I had been talking about for all these damn years with these people doing the kind of things that they doing in our community. We should not care about what the other people are doing. We need to care about what's going on in our community. And I just wanted to come on here and just let y'all know like the shit aged really well. The videos aged so well because everything that I was saying in there was facts. You know what I mean? Like all the stuff that he was doing and all this brainwashing and taking these young girls that had troubled past and things like that and breaking them down mentally and making them serve him. And I'm not saying that they were victims because even at the end they were still there with feathers on their head and still trying to represent what I do not know. I recently saw an interview with the girl Velvet on one of those podcasts, that same podcast that Jaguar Wright is always on. I seen the girl on there, and she still seems shaken, and you know what I'm saying? Like they need counseling. After you come from a cult or something like that, if you walk away with your life, you need to go get some counseling because the way that you reaching out to people, these people that you don't know, to try to find some spiritual guidance, you don't need that. You need to reach within yourself. You don't need somebody to come in and tell you, if all it is about eating right, you don't have to travel miles away to do that. You can eat right in Atlanta. You can eat right in Philadelphia or Indiana or wherever you at. It don't take you to travel to Costa Rica to be with somebody to start a healthy living trend. You don't need to do that. Stop reaching out to these weirdos because now you seeing what's going on. These are just regular people. And Brother Umar, the only reason why he's skidding by is because he hasn't violated anyone yet. But please believe, all that shit, King Kong consciousness stuff he been talking, they gonna be trying to come for him too in some kind of way, shape or form. But one thing I do know, ain't nobody giving them more damn money no more. They just pay him to come on their shows and pay for him to talk about some black shit. That's it. because he ain't helping nobody. You know what I'm saying? You don't never. That's my whole thing with Umar. You never see this nigga with kids. You never have an interview with kids. Never sitting down talking to kids. I see Charleston White talking to kids. I see those kind of people talking to kids. I don't see Umar doing a damn thing. But I think we all, as a community, have gathered that he just gonna be who he is. Just don't violate none of our women, and don't violate, don't be stealing money from people, because these people are willingly giving them their money. They just willingly giving them their money. So it ain't nothing we can do about that. That ain't gonna stop as long as he's not out here violating people. you know I don't care about what he doing. But what um Nature Boy was doing was definitely a violation. When you take somebody, take their passports, doing all kind of weird stuff, got all these women in the house praising you, and men in the house praising you and stuff, talking about all this weird shit. If I got AIDS, you got AIDS. So see, it ain't no that's the kind of stuff he was saying, for real. It's no telling, like, what these people had to go through in there. I couldn't, I couldn't even imagine that. Just crazy. And then for him to sit up in front of the judge and act like, what? Who did that? Like, boy, we got several videos of you. Several of the things that you were doing. Like, no. I remember I seen that video a long time ago. What's up, Miss B? The man part was crazy. It was. He had the men in there, like, he had the men straight acting just like females. Everybody was praising him. And I don't know who that Solar guy is, but he's a creep to me. He is a creep. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand him. I don't understand why they still trying to keep up with this facade of this mythical nature bullshit that they're trying to do. And your energy doesn't match my energy and all this old weird stuff. Like, people are still falling for that and not even going off of their own freaking conscience, or whatever, their own mind. They still falling for the whole energy thing. Your energy and my energy don't match. You need to elevate this and elevate that. But these people are like literally like the scum of the earth. These are some gutter butt ass people that be trying to reel you into this bullshit that they're doing. And I'm so glad that throughout these few months and things, everybody's been able to see with Brother Polite, or as I like to call him, Nasty Mike, with all of these people, you seem to follow them. And it's still going to keep going because they still out here got these brothers on YouTube and stuff trying to debate about nothing, debating about nothing. They trying to talk about the Bible, all this different stuff, but nothing can tell you what's going on right now except for the Bible. So what are y'all really debating about? Different little sections and parts they want to pick apart. It, they say they don't like the Bible, but these conscious people know the Bible from front to back. And you don't think that they use those kind of ideologies and all the stuff that's in the Bible to manipulate people and to draw them into this weird stuff that they're doing? It's crazy. And the women that's behind them, they ought to be ashamed of themselves. All of them women. If you sitting somewhere in a freaking cult with a whole bunch of females and one man, and you think that that's how God wanted your life to be, you's a goddamn fool. You are crazy. God did not want that, for you to be all y'all women to be serving one man. He is a very jealous guy. Y'all are weirdos to me. And they really believe it in their mind. They truly believe that it's supposed to be all of them and one of them. Because they some supposed kings from what? Still worshiping stuff that got us in trouble in the first damn place in Egypt. They want us to be all this Egyptology and all this stuff. Didn't you see what happened to Egypt? Didn't you see what happened to Babylon? This is what's happening right now. Worshiping false idols, worshiping these people that just feed you a whole bunch of crap, and then your life still being demised. You even worse off than before you even met these motherfuckers. That's what's crazy to me. We don't have time for that right now. We really don't. And I'm so glad to see that. And who didn't know that that was happening? Who didn't know that that was going to come? It didn't take hard. It didn't take much. Like, we all knew that that was coming. Like, how was he going to get away with that? They done kicked him out of every country that he went to. He went to Costa Rica, they kicked him out of there. I think they went to the Bahamas, they kicked him out of there. It ain't no place where he landed where everybody was like, it's cool that you here with all these people smoking weed with all your wives and stuff, and they coming to the door with feathers and dots on their heads, talking about he's the new Messiah or some crazy stuff, on some Book of Clarence type shit, weird shit, man. And you know what? They still not gonna stop. They feel like they're gonna represent him. Representing what? What are you representing? I watch them videos of y'all girls. All y'all do is fight and argue. Might as well be baddies. Baddies, Nature Boy edition. That's all it was. There was nothing that y'all was learning from there. He might spend 5 minutes talking about some stuff that might make some sense to somebody who's dumb. But then after that, it was just a whole bunch of bullshit, just a bunch of rambling about nothing. And y'all was just smoking weed, having sex, and everybody was getting jealous and fighting. That's all it was. And to me, that's what I feel like the conscious community is anyway. Think about it. All they do is sit around, all the men sit around do all day is figure out ways that they can argue with other men. And then they look at the woman like, okay, queen, 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 but they don't treat her like a queen. They don't have no voice. They can't say nothing. And then when they try to say something, they might have them on 1 or 2 shows and they hurry up and take them off the show because she might be gaining more recognition or something. It ain't no place for no female in the conscious community. It's not. Because there's nothing conscious about it. That's the whole thing. There's nothing conscious about it. All they do is keep doing the same repetitive thing, but their actions ain't showing nothing. But they so quick to tear down the Bible. They so quick to tear down people that's actually doing things, to sit around and argue with other men. When are we gonna stop that? I feel like it's not just like New York. It's like Philadelphia too. Like, we gotta stop this. It's over with. It's not the 80s anymore. It's not the 90s. We actually can research things. We actually know what's going on in the world. And nothing that you guys are providing is helping my people right now. Nothing that you guys are saying, including you, Brother Umar. Nothing that you guys are saying is helping us right now. What is telling black men to stay away from white women? How is that helping us right now? They gonna do what they gonna want to do. Everybody is individuals. Can you tell me about the prophecy or what's going on right now and over there at this war and stuff like that? To me, I feel like they talking about Donald Trump and all these different things. Do y'all even really think it's going to be an election? Because from what I heard, you can't even have a president in the middle of a war. And that's what I think is going on. And I'm just being honest with y'all. If you can, and I feel like everybody that's listening, y'all probably can feel it too. Like, it probably ain't even gonna be no election. We got one president that's wearing Hoka shoes like he's a damn nurse walking around a damn hospital because he can't keep his balance, sending all our money overseas, sending everything overseas, talking about he gonna drop some food on them tomorrow. Nigga, drop some food on us. We the ones that's over here that's struggling, all our people. What are you doing? Like, everybody sees what's going on, and it's like everybody sees it. And don't even think, I'm telling you, it probably won't even be an election. The election is next November. I don't even see that even being a possibility, yo, at all. You got the front runner of the Republican Party that's gaining all these votes, that done beat out all his incumbents, everybody. And then you got Joe Biden, who nobody really wants to vote for, especially in the black community. We really don't want to vote for Joe again. We haven't seen Kamala Harris since she said, "We won, Joe." We haven't seen her do a damn thing. We haven't seen them do a damn thing and doing anything but starting a war and funding a war on both sides. And that's what's crazy. So do y'all really think with all his accounts that Donald Trump have on him that they're going to let him run for the president? No, they're going to finish what they started. They're going to start this damn war for real. And it's not, we're not going to even be able to vote. You can't vote for a president if the sitting president is there in the middle of a war. It's not going to happen. So like the smoke and mirrors and stuff with all these people and stuff, y'all really have to see through it, because, and you really need to get back to your word, because if you read the Bible, it's going to show you all the things that's happening right now. Because one thing that's prevalent in the Bible is what it says. There's nothing new under the sun. All this stuff has already been done before. We already seen they already seen Babylon done fail. And now it's gonna fall again. Because we really worshiping people at a weird level nowadays. Very weird. You know, I used to love Beyonce back in the day. I used to love Beyonce and Destiny's Child. All of that stuff. But this last tour, this last Renaissance thing. Last time I seen Beyonce, she was with Destiny's Child. But after that, you can feel the demonic presence. You can feel all of that, and y'all can't say that y'all don't. Look how it's not even like on a Michael Jackson thing where it was like almost like at a pure level back then in the 80s and stuff. It is like obsessive, crazy obsession. You know, where girls are living, when women are living their lives out through their music. You know what I'm saying? Cheating on their husbands and, you know what I'm saying, ruining their relationships and stuff over their music that they listening to. You got 50-year-olds, 40 and 50-year-olds out here talking about rip me out the plastic, I've been acting brand new. Like what? Sit your ass down. Nobody wants to, I feel like Charleston White says, nobody wants to grow old anymore. Nobody wants to be called grandma no more. It's like all this stuff, and people think that this is like the way to be. It's like, no, you have to mature somewhere. You're not going to be young forever. That's not what's going to happen. You have to grow up. You don't need to be singing, oh, rip me out the plastic. That ain't even your era. And you sound crazy saying it. Sit your ass down somewhere. I ain't watching no grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever they call them. They want to call themselves grandma and Mimi and all this old weird shit. I make my kids call my mama granny. Because that's what you are. Shit. You a damn granny. You ain't no all this old other shit, grandma, nothing like that. You done ran your course. A lot of y'all women done ran y'all course, and y'all men too. Quit trying to be young. It ain't nothing wrong with growing old. What's wrong with that? I waited a long time for somebody to be able to call me Miss Phillips. You know what I'm saying? How long we been waiting? I always wanted that respect on my name. And now these people act like they don't even want it. I want that shit. Call me Miss Phillips, Miss Erica. I like that. That mean you got some sort of respect. That mean I'm aging. I'm getting older. People got respect on my name. I don't get mad when somebody call me auntie. I am the auntie. Who else am I gonna be? The cousin? Like, I just don't understand what's going on right now. And also I wanted to touch on the Wendy Williams thing. I'm not too much bothered about Wendy Williams and the karmatic debt that she had to pay back, because she built her whole life around a man. You built it all around him. You destroyed families. You talked about people so bad, and now we got you looking on TV like this. She don't even be blinking. Wendy be like this. Like, what the hell? I mean, how much? You can't even write that kind of a script, Hollywood script. All this stuff that you done to try to destroy people's families. You got Whitney Houston calling up there saying what she had to say to you, and she didn't bat an eye to him because she felt like she always had that man, not knowing he was having a family right down the street from yours while you doing all this toxic stuff. And you let him just destroy your whole shock jock legacy, because you got people like Howard Stern that been around for years, honey, years doing they shit. You think Howard Stern would let his wife come in between him and his legacy, and let these people put her on TV and just totally destroy her image like that? Crazy. Crazy. How many of y'all even watched how many of y'all watched that damn documentary? Because after I watched the documentary, I was exhausted. I felt exhausted. I felt like, I don't know. I felt like that was like my auntie that somebody was exploiting. I just felt fucking bad about it. I was watching it and I was like, but then you have those moments where you don't care because she's talking crazy to people. Because remember, the nail tech was doing her nails and she was like, what are you, stupid? And the girl just looked like, you can tell it was like she wasn't used to getting talked to like that. And then here go Wendy. Oh, I guess she ain't gonna like me no more. Told the lady she need to get liposuction. I mean, she was very nasty. And from what I hear, that ain't no damn dementia. She always been that fucking rude and nasty. All of them talk show hosts. I mean, those radio hosts. You got Wendy Williams. Y'all remember Miss Jones? What was she on? Hot 97 or something like that back in New York, Miss Jones. She used to be going in at people's jugular all the time. All these people. And now in 2024, it just ain't nowhere to run, ain't nowhere to hide. Like, even if they was doing that to get the guardianship taken off of her, it still backfired. Because what it showed was you exactly where you need to be. And you exactly paying your karmatic debt that probably needs to be paid to society because you done too much. I was flipping through YouTube. You can't even imagine how many beefs Wendy Williams had with people. And she was always protected by her husband, but now she has nobody, and now you an alcoholic. Now you got dementia. Now you got elephant foot and all this shit. Keep putting her nasty ass foot up in front of the thing. I was like, lady, somebody come get her. I would never let my mother go in front of the daggone TV and do what these people did to her. I don't care how fucked up she was. It wouldn't have happened on my watch. So it's just a lot of stuff that we all are seeing and stuff where everybody's getting a karmatic debt she coming back. Karma is coming back. And she's tagging everybody's ass who need to be tagged. All the people who you be thinking is nice people and stuff or whatever, but you know what I'm saying, but you know they kind of weird, and then the shit start coming out like I knew it. I knew you was a weirdo. All that stuff is starting to come out. P. Diddy, all that stuff that he was doing, making people walk for the cheesecake. It would have took one person to just break the matrix at that time and be like, nigga, I ain't walking for no motherfucking cheesecake. Fuck you and Bad Boy, and walked away. I'm gonna go sign with Death Row or something crazy. You know what I mean? None of that. Like, we were so conditioned back in the 2000s to just love this shit. And we did. And I know I did too. I loved it. I loved watching it. But to see how it affected all these people that was just, you know what I'm saying, they signed up for it, but they had no idea what this industry will do to you. What this industry requires from you to use your name and likeness in perpetuity throughout the universe. You're not reading that. They wasn't reading their contracts and things like that. And to tell you the truth, a lot of these people still not reading their contracts. That's why you see people like Doja Cat and all these different people doing all this weird, devilish stuff. Because they have to stay relevant and sign to the person that they originally signed to, which was probably Satan. You know? And his little peons and stuff. So they can't go back. They have to continue being the way that they are. And then if they do, they end like Blac Chyna. Everybody want to know what happened to her. I don't know. But my intuition tells me, and this is just my intuition, this is just, I'm not saying this is true, but I believe Blac Chyna caught that thing. I believe she caught a disease, and that's why she took all that shit out and changed her life and gave her life over to God. It wasn't drugs. Y'all ain't hear nothing about no drugs. I mean, she changed in an instant. But I work in the hospital. When you receive news like that, that'll make you change your damn life. And come to think about it, she was the only one that went to go visit Wendy Williams. So it ain't too far-fetched for me to say that. She would never come out and probably publicly admit that. But trust me, when people be making changes like that, totally change everything about themselves, they ain't just miraculously found God, because God always been there. Something have to happen in your life to make you want to change. What was it for her that made her want to change? I'm just putting that out there. May not be true. I'm just saying. That's what I think. May not be true. I don't know. But I know I've seen a lot of people, and once they found out they diagnosed with HIV, something like that, something that they can't get rid of and have to really slow their ass down, they change their whole fucking life. They give their life over to God because they just praying that they just stay alive long enough to see their kids graduate, to see, you know what I'm saying, see their grandkids. That's the kind of people that change their life over and stuff, or something traumatic happen, an accident, or a parent dying or something like that, something that really make them change their life over. We ain't hear nothing about her. She just came out in the news and was like, call me Angela now. So I just, you know what I'm saying, I'm just looking at the whole broad spectrum of the picture of these celebrities. And even Beyonce, just the other day, I seen Beyonce doing a damn Verizon commercial. Why does Beyonce need to do a Verizon commercial? This woman has sold out all over the freaking world, Craig. How much money do you need? So then I have to think about what Jaguar Wright said. I know she ain't rap tight all the way, but some of the stuff she be hitting the nail on the head. Is she being used? Is Jay-Z using her and just drugging her up and letting her do all this stuff? She don't need to be doing that. Why does Beyonce have to do a Verizon commercial? I don't care how much money they offered her. You got enough money. How much money do you need? You just came off of a worldwide tour. How much money do you need? But see, it's never enough for some of these people. You know what I mean? So we can't like pin our life up against theirs. Like, I should be doing this and I should be doing that, and listening to their lyrics and thinking that they really writing these songs and putting it into your own life and letting it play out. Life is too short, for real, for us to be doing what they did back in the day, which is idolizing these people. We just got to stop with that, because one by one, you're going to see them all be taken down, because that's the nature of the beast when it comes to the media. They'll build you up and then they break you down. I mean, break you down low. You know, especially us. They break us down fast. Taraji, I bet you everybody's thinking like, oh, that's so sad for Taraji that she's not getting paid the money that she was getting paid. But if Taraji ever tried to step her foot back in Hollywood, she'll be getting paid even less than what she was getting paid before, because she opened her mouth and said something. So I would hope somebody like a 50 Cent or something like that, who've been taking some of our artists and stuff and some of our actors and stuff and putting them on game and paying them. Pay these people their money, man. They done contributed too much to not have nothing. Why was Lindsay Lohan getting like $7 million of film and Taraji ain't getting half of that? That's crazy to me. They have to keep fighting and fighting and fighting to show Hollywood what? When are we going to be done showing Hollywood stuff? I mean, I understand Tyler Perry, but Tyler don't want to pay people. I understand Oprah, but Oprah don't want to pay people. That's who they are. They don't want to do it. They want to be the top dogs, because if they start paying them, then maybe Hollywood or some white guy will come and say, I'll pay you more than Oprah and Tyler. And they're not going to let that happen, so they'd rather just suppress these people and these artists, and it's crazy, you know? But that's really all I have for you guys today, because it's just a lot going on. I just want y'all to pay attention. But the one thing I want y'all to pay attention to is how much things is going on overseas, and how it's set up for us not to have an election. And I haven't been wrong on a lot of things, but I really have a little hunch about this, because the way that things are going, you're asking for a ceasefire, or maybe it's not happening. You got Donald Trump going through all these litigations through every state he step in, and he's the front runner for the Republican Party. I don't see there being an election in November. Not while there's a war going on. So we're gonna have to just stick with Joe. Oh, sleepy ass Joe. But you know what? That's that not my fault, because I ain't vote for the motherfucker. But that's a lot of our parents and our aunties and all of their faults. All these fucking people that still think like the Democratic Party really cares about us. This racist. He's so racist, his dog racist. Joe Biden damn dog racist. He done bit somebody I don't know how many times, and they still didn't put the dog down. That's how racist he is. He can't even stand up and make a speech without almost falling over. And that's who we gonna have. That's who we gonna have. Not to say, and Trump ain't no better, because he gonna make everything a joke. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have Trump any day. And I be listening to people like, what kind of black people like Trump? My whole thing is this. What kind of black people like to be lied to all the damn time? What kind of black people like to be lied to all the time? Y'all feel comfortable with the Democratic Party lying to you constantly. And it's okay, because they never say nothing racist to your face. They only say it behind your back. I give props to anybody to say something to my face. Yeah, I got all these indictments, so now I feel like a black person. Oh my God, that was like clutch your pearls. Like, what? Joe Biden has said more racist stuff than I've ever heard. But you know one thing that Trump did that I ain't gonna never forget is that every single year them HBCUs was coming to the White House, getting on their knees, begging for money every single year. All these damn schools, you know, all them schools that everybody mad that Deion Sanders ain't coaching at, all of them schools, they went there every year to y'all Democratic Party. Now I'm gonna say y'all because it ain't me. Y'all Democratic Party begging them for money. They went to Donald Trump one time and he asked him, he said, y'all come here every year? They said, yes, boss. We come here as every year to get money for ours of school. That's what we got to do every year. That's what they require of us as a HBCU. He said, probably looking at their face and probably said, oh, God, I don't want to have to deal with this every year. What if I'm the president for 2 terms? I got to look at your ass every year? No. I'm going to give y'all money, so much money, that the HBCUs never have to come and ask for money from the White House again, from the government again. To me, it ain't about what you say, it's about what you do. And that's why I respect certain things and certain things that Donald Trump does. When it comes to his policy on immigration and stuff like that, look at where we at. Look at where we at. I done seen more people in sandals in the wintertime than have ever been seen before in life. Why? They moving me out the way, like, move, nigga. Let me get to the front of the line. They get all the benefits, everything. And it ain't just, see, they try to make it focused on the Latinos. It's not Latinos. It's everybody from China, from the Haitian Creoles, all of these people. People that I don't even know where their country is. Belize. All these people is just flooding into our country, taking over the housing, taking over everything. While the people that built the country, our people, we not getting a damn thing. And they designed it that way. The Democratic Party made sure it was going to be that way. That's why when we talk about it, they don't want to say nothing about it. Well, everybody deserves a chance at opportunity in America. Do they though? Do they? Why is people from China over here when everything is fucking made in China? That don't make no sense to me. I understand the Haitian people, but y'all got to come over here a little bit more respectful. Sometimes you come over here with an attitude. Cut it out. Cut it out. Look to your brother and sister. And how is these people getting loans? Where I live at, or where I used to live at, there are 2 new Haitian stores that done opened up. What is going on? What is really going on? That's the shit they ain't talking about, because they want you to be focused on all this weird stuff that's going on. Like the man that set himself on fire in front of an embassy or something like that. Ain't nobody tell you to set yourself on fire. You know what they did? They took a broom and dustpan, sweeped his ass up, threw him in the trash, and took him somewhere. So what did you do it for? Talking about, what did he say? What did that fool say when he yelled out after he set himself on fire? Power to Palestine or some shit like that. Like, bro. And black people, y'all better stay out of this war. Y'all better stay y'all black ass out of this. Don't be up there trying to support none of this. Because them ain't even the real damn Jews anyway. So why are we even supporting anything like that? They are over there with curly hair and tall hats, praying to a wall that they used to kick our asses in back in the day. And we want to sit there and support them. Please don't do it. And there's even pastors in their church that's talking about support this thing. Black people, at this time, God said we supposed to rejoice in these times. While they over there fighting this war that they created within themselves, white people war, we supposed to be celebrating, because it ain't got nothing to do with us. And when we see that over there, that lets you know that the time to come back is a little bit sooner than what we thought. And I thought we had many, many, many years to go. You know, back in the day, your grandparents used to be like, we living in our last days. Now here I am, 39, looking at my kids like, we living in our last days. Looking at them like Wendy Williams. We living in our last days. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. And we just need to pay attention to the stuff and keep our butts out of it. You know what I'm saying? This is a time to spend time with your family. All those wrongs, you better make them right. Quit being jealous of people. Quit downing your brothers and sisters and stuff and uplift people. This ain't the time for that. Some people really walk around this world thinking that them and their family is supposed to be the only one that does anything in the world. And they are your friends and your family. You see them every time you talk to them. You can't say nothing without them saying something that they did better than you. That shit has got to stop. Because at the end of the day, the people who they downing are going to be the people who they going to need in these last times. Because we the ones that's going to have everything for your ass. Then you bet not let them in. Y'all better be like the Book of Eli on these people. Recognize it and keep on moving. Because 2024 is not the time to have no fake people around you. Keep all them weirdos away from you. Because when you sitting up there talking about say a prayer for me, they ain't saying no prayer for you. They ain't saying no prayer for you. They somewhere like, don't let it happen. They might, you know what I'm saying? They say a prayer for you, got their fingers crossed in the back. Don't let it happen for them, Lord. Please. That's what they doing. Stay away. Stay away from the people. And y'all know exactly who they are because you can feel it every single time you guys talk. Every time you talk, you can feel them not liking your ass or waiting for the opportunity to say how they doing better than you. And you don't need that in your life. Whatever you doing, I'm sure it's probably some things that's not going the way that you want it to go. Hell, it don't always go that way. But stick in there and don't give up. Keep going. Don't let the social media, don't let all these people around you make you think that you're not going towards your goals. You know what you want to do. But work without faith without work is dead. So you can't be sitting up there asking God for stuff if you don't want to put in the work to do it yourself. You're not going to roll over and have all these miracles when you ain't putting in the work yourself. You got to do that. You got to do that because it be people on the outside that's playing in the spiritual realm that's trying to have you messed up, and you got to have a full armor of God on for real. You don't have time for it. Like whatever mess that people be trying to bring to your life, cut that out. And don't be afraid of being alone. Sometimes you need to be alone. Sometimes you need to be alone to know that you can be alone. Find something to do with yourself. Find what you used to like to do when you were younger and things like that. Hobbies and stuff like that. You don't need a plethora of people around you all the time. It's just too much energy to balance. If you got good people around you, keep them around you. But them negative ones, they got to go in 2024. They got to go. Because it ain't no room for them. It ain't no room for them at all. And they gonna get exposed. And want you to be there for them, don't. Because you don't get no props with God from being there for people that was never there for you and don't care about you. Don't ever think that in your life. That if you out here, if you one of them people that's out here that love being nice to people that treat you like shit, and you think that in the end, God gonna see my heart. Yeah, he see your heart. He said you spend too much time messing with somebody that he was trying to punish. And every time he try to punish them, here you come with your good ass and want to do something nice for him. It's crazy. But yeah, you guys, that's all I got for y'all tonight. I'll probably come back and do a little something tomorrow if I'm off. Hopefully I am. Lord, that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna have to do a whole vlog on working in the damn ER and working in healthcare for real, because y'all need to hear some of these damn stories, because it really gives you a perspective on life. It really does. It truly does. And I want to start doing that with you guys too. But you guys have a good rest of your week. You know, the start of the week. Listen to what I'm saying. Hopefully apply some of these things to your life. Maybe not everything, but hopefully you heard something tonight. And until next time, you guys, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Peace out, y'all. Love you guys. Peace.